Okay, you'll see a red light in the back. I've got to tell this story. Melissa mentioned the other day, did you ever put the red light in Noah's room? And Joe, dad, is like, Noah refused. You know why? Because we just bought a red light bulb. We didn't know anything about red light therapy. So, one of our local bargain places, I saw in their video that they had some red light therapy lamps. So I went and I found one. There were two. I couldn't find the other one. If there were more, I would have got them because it was a really good deal. And I'll keep being on the lookout for it. But Melissa can probably tell you what all it does besides like muscle and skin and cognitive, all kinds of things. And it's small and portable, so we can use those at our events or at our, what am I calling them, retreats. So we're starting to pick up a nice little collection of small therapeutic things that anybody can use.
Yes. So red light actually will cancel out any other color except for black. And as that cancels out everything, it leaves everything to one frequency. So it brings everything to a point that is in balance, is one unit, one frequency, one color, one point of focus. And as that does that, it actually triggers our brain cells to remember the time that we're in the womb. And while it does that, it activates our blood cells to reactivate. It also regenerates organs. It gives new energy. But what it is it's a repairing color. It's the color of repair, of rejuvenation, of the first thing of everything. Actually, when we look back into history, we will see that the first color of the eyes was red. The first color of art is red. Red ochre is what they actually used to use to paint all the hieroglyphs and stuff on the caves so that we could see it for generations, because red saturated through everything there. And it's a very important color, one of our first colors that humanity has within our sight. It is our photographs. Anytime that we are just wanting to shut the rest of the world out, we come into a place of red. So it is good for inflammation. It is good for anxiety, depression, cell regrowth, just calming the mind. Noah has more to say.
He said, yes,
Noah?
mom. Yes, mom. Our second book is red. That's Adriana's favorite color. So I've got Ancestors Within.
Yeah.
Blue right there too, but let's see, where's it at? I can't get the thing. It automatically goes in. It's behind Noah. I'm going to move you. There we go. His iPad's fancy. It picks us up wherever we are.
I love it. So yeah, we just jumped right in, guys, and this is how we do. We did not start recording. We were just talking about our day, and then Noah's like, this story is for everyone. And you were talking about the weighted blankets that he wanted in the retreat. So continue to talk about that, which is what started our recording. Noah was really excited to tell the world about what he wants to do next. And one of his ideas were the weighted blankets. So Mom, take it away.
Okay, well, we've had our own versions of different things, weighted blankets, weighted vests. A lot of the weighted vests, usually they make them for children. We've had some bigger ones, but actually Noah lost a lot of weight. So the big one he had is out on loan from the person who created it, because she's still making denim weighted vests. So she's a friend of ours. Next time Melissa's in town, or if we do a retreat here sometime, she will come. Her name is Joyce. And Joyce Fields, and she makes adaptive clothing for any need, sensory needs, weighted. If you're missing a leg, she'll take off. I mean, just everything adaptive, seriously. She started out with wheelchair. She had a son. He passed, I want to say 15, 17 years ago, something like that. He has a twin brother. So I know the twin. I met Joyce after her first son had passed, and he was wheelchair bound. So she had a lot of trouble finding clothes to work with him that were attractive too, because she wanted him to be happy with what he was wearing and all that. But then when she met us, I'm like, hey, we need calming things and Velcro, and they don't tie shoes. And so there's just a lot of things into it. But whenever I can pick up things at a good deal, like the weighted blankets, I'll have them here. I know I have one that's child size, which is like 7 pounds, and then the adult size, 15 to 20 pounds. So we'll have those. Oh, Auburn, Indiana, next weekend. We have it on, or I'll put it on the website. Noah is going to do a Saturday of the Saturday and Sunday show. He will do a group energy healing at 2:00. This will be our second official one where he's done it by himself. Well, not by himself. I'm there chatting. And I always ask, is it okay if I chat? And then he lets me chat and he does his work. Or Adriana will pop in and she will be his secretary and type out for him if he needs anything. Got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, as you guys will see on this show, Sharon does a lot of talking. I listen to her. While she's talking, Noah's also talking. So a lot of you are going to hear him talking as she's talking. I hear him talking as she's talking. And then as she's talking, I got to catch you guys up on what he's trying to say between that. So it's an interesting dialogue between all of us.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm going all the way back. So Sharon had said something along the lines, I don't remember the exact words because Noah cut in at that moment. But, and we don't edit this, so I'm not going to bring it back. Maybe I will, just that part at the end. Oh, okay. But anyways, we try to have these as natural as possible. No editing. Anyways, you had said we might have a retreat, or we're thinking of having a retreat here in Indiana. I don't know if you caught this, but I know the video did. The whole video glitched because Noah got in there and said, no, we will have a retreat. Mom said it wrong. We will, not I might, or thinking, we will have a retreat.
Yes.
And it is already being set up. So he wants to make that very clear. So as you're talking, I'm hearing him say, yes, we need to do a retreat. And I think that it is time that we go back to the beginning, go back to the womb, go back to the beginning. And he was talking about also why the sensory things are important. And he was talking about the weighted blanket and why this is important to people, and wants to talk about like more of the autistic side on why some of these certain things help. So he was in the weighted blanket, and why that was so important to him is he was saying a lot of times our spirit or our body, our minds are kind of going all over the place, and it is so spread out. The weighted blanket actually works as a sensory, and a better thing that could even work, and I know it sounds funny, like, so those people in the movies where they got the UFO tinfoil hats, but he's actually like, people use aluminum foil. Please use aluminum foil or some organite and put that over the weighted blankets, and it would be better because it actually then holds our energy in and also stops energy from coming out. So that weight actually puts so much pressure on their body that the spirit recognizes that the body's needing more energy at this point. Hi, Joe. How are you? Hi, Adriana.
Hello.
Hi.
So the retreat would be a great time to try out the different, because we have different styles. The latest one is a cooling heated blanket, because a lot of people say that the weight is just too hot. The way they made it, they made them in like a velvet casing. This next one, I'll have to look at it. It's more of a polyester, breathable. And so people be able to try a different way.
That's all very really do. I can trade it for you. You are queen. No, you're not lucky. I tell you what, queen. We don't have to behave. It's not to be realistic. We have to switch here for some side. It's this. We have this.
And that's Veggie Tales. So that's the echolalia. Although, if you catch something else, might be something else.
Insane. Okay, so she came in and she's like, "Hi, I'm Adriana. I just wanted to let you know that I am here and I am one of the goddesses of the earth. And I want to let you know my presence. I'm doing what I can do, and Noah's doing what he can do so that we can help the people of the earth. However, we're having a little bit of resistance and we're having problems with our bodies and our minds catching up because the amount of energy and the capacity that we're sending things through is very intense." It was, I don't know what she was talking about, but she started talking about the different fairies, but then she started talking about different god and goddesses.
Cool.
And she was just showing like there's all different entities and all different creations that are working in form or to work for humanity. However, humanity is working against us at this time. And so it is making it very inconvenient and very hard for us to function. So we need things that are going to pull us closer and stick us closer to earth, because the more that you fight humanity or the more that you fight yourself, the more that we have to fight the energy that is destroying you. And we're trying to bring it, and now Noah's catching in too, and we're trying to bring it back into a place of balance.
You right? You go with that?
Yeah.
You
And
good
that
with
is-
that? Yes or no?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was. No, that was it, because she was quiet. And we just had this same conversation with the
Yeah.
store clerks when we were, not this conversation. Joe, hang on.
Keep talking to her.
Okay, I know, but, okay. Anyway, the conversation where her voice will keep going. So I heard Veggie Tales, and so, I never know. I know she's wanting to say something else. And so as soon as I got to the store clerk and I was marketing the next show, and a show that we have in Noblesville, which is near us here in Indiana, in March, it was a store near there. And I was telling them about the book, showing the wrong card. All right, was showing the books. I said she'll stop singing, and she did, because she was yelling like in the back of a store, just
Oh, hang on, Sharon. She's interrupting you because
sorry.
Joey, do you want to come back?
My point was, I can validate, yes, that's what she was saying, what Melissa was saying for her, because she was quiet and she was listening. If I say something wrong, she will yell at me, and every once in a while she'll hit me.
She was actually just saying, "Mom, Dad has something to say," and you were talking, and that's why she left, because she's like, "Well, they don't want to hear me and Dad. Bye."
Joe, come back. What did you have to say? Come here. What
There
did
you
you have
go.
to say? Or what do you have to say?
Adriana, no, she said Joe has something that she said Dad has something to say. She said, "Dad, tell him what happened earlier." So I don't know what that means, but
Fooling anyone that, go ahead, hold on, that Dad wants to talk. Oh, okay. What does Dad want to talk about? You had something you wanted to say.
Yeah.
No? Hold on, careful.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off for now. How many minutes should we have these on? Like 10, 15 minutes or longer than that, or doesn't matter?
however, I mean, when I do my therapy, I do for 15 minutes to a half hour.
You
Okay.
Good. Can we turn it off? Yes.
You want to turn it off? Okay, that way it doesn't get broken. All right.
I get it.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Noah, you got like 4 platforms right now that you're talking on. Tell me one subject you want me to speak on. Tell your mom. Or work with your hand and tell me, and then I'm gonna
Yes.
catch it.
Mom does this too. What, talk about 4 things at once? Yes. Okay. Well, I was just thinking the same thing you. It's like, yay, Noah is like me. It's hard. Gotta pick a subject. Yeah.
Let mom choose.
Come on.
Okay. So why are oh, first off, we got to answer a question.
Okay, cool.
We have to answer the question. Thanks, Noah.
We like
That's
questions.
good.
That narrows
Yes.
it down.
Yes, we have to answer the question. One, Mary, one of our viewers had asked if we would ever go live. Yes. Yes.
We set up something just for curiosity to see if it would work. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. That way it gives us a few hours to think about it. So it's out there. We'll see how it goes. And we put that we're just trying it out, trying to get the glitches out. So we'll see. We may do one before, but if not, that gives us enough time, and we'll try it tomorrow. And that'll be right in the Let's Be Now Facebook page. So it came up as a live, and I was able to do it through Noah's. So it'll be an invite. We may have to actually invite people, but I think it's out there. I don't know. I'll look. I haven't looked yet. Go ahead and chat without me. Well,
I
let's
just
see what.
realized you guys have the same picture behind you that I have in my living room. That's interesting.
We've had a few things like that where we have similar things.
Remember that
Adult-
stone? That was
Yeah.
crazy. Okay.
It's on. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's backwards. I don't have it mirrored because I wanted like the shirts to be. I didn't want them to be reversed. So yeah, and I haven't figured out how to fix that back yet. So, but anyway, so I've got the time on there. It says first, Let's Be Now live chat tomorrow at 6 p.m. and that should be Eastern. At least one person has liked it so far, so that means maybe they'll come visit. That's Kathy. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start slow and we're going to grow big.
Yeah.
So,
Throwing random times and
yeah. So, the question is from Stephanie Anderson.
Yep.
Not sure if this is a question for here. Listening to a healing sleep meditation, kind of in a twilight sleep. I could see waves or vibrations. I could see the outline of my husband and puppy. My husband was absorbing some of the waves while others went around them. Can you please explain this? Absolutely, Stephanie. Game on. So what you were seeing and what you were experiencing is the universal signals that the universe and everything within it sets out. So my belief, and I know Noah's because we've had this conversation before and we're on the exact same page. Our world is made out of sounds, shapes, and colors. Every single thing is started with a vibration, with a frequency, and every person sets out a certain frequency and vibration and colors. And those happen in waves. And it kind of looks like if you were to throw a stone in the water and how it waves out. And when those waves start to come into contact with other things, it more or less looks like a bubble, or like when you blow a bubble and how all the different colors are merging and coming into each other, because everybody puts out their own wave in their own frequency or in their own color. What we're setting out is what's called the universal torus, an energy that comes from in and it wraps all the way around us and comes back. It absorbs energy from the outside and comes back in. Within that atmosphere is our aura. And so those energy fields are coming out. And when we come into contact with them, it's like throwing two pebbles in the stones. And so those waves start to merge. We have two actions. We can either absorb that energy, in which case we actually go through a quantum particle swap. So let's say that Noah and Sharon are sitting next to each other right now, and Noah and Sharon, they both have their own frequencies. So as that energy is going out and they come into contact with each other, their energy starts to collide, to see, to smell, to hear, to focus, and to notice any energy whatsoever. you have to be able to swap an actual particle with that other person, which means that for a moment, you are that other person or that other thing. And that's where clear empaths and why clear empaths feel each other, because you're actually swapping particles. And so you're feeling that. So either we're going to absorb that or we're going to reflect that. If we absorb it, it becomes part of us and we're in contact with that, or we take on its emotions or its energy. And if we reflect it, then it just bounces from us and goes into the universe, and something else will absorb it or reflect it. So what you were actually seeing was the true universe and how things work with each other and how things collide and how things, like I said, absorb or reflect each other. So that is actually what happens, and how Noah and I see life forms coming together, is that it all comes in those wavelengths. And that's why, like Nikola Tesla said, if you want to know the keys of the universe, you need to know frequency, vibration, and energy. But Noah and I say frequency, colors, and shapes, because those things are all needed for an energy wide. So, yeah.
I'll be back. I have something else with frequency.
All right. So Noah, what would you like to talk about with the people? That we're needing more people to step up?
Watching the show, you could.
Noah's saying, I really like this channel, and I really like the people that will be here or are going, that are here or will be here in the future. We have a very close network of people, and I have put out a lot of information, and I know a lot of you have received a lot of information. And I'm very excited for this platform, and I want to talk about our name of Let's Be Now. So Let's Be Now came as a part of one of my ideas that I had set up for a while between my mom and Melissa and everyone around me. And we needed to start getting things done, and I was tired of waiting. I have enough people that know, and you have enough people that know, and we all know, but yet we're still sitting back waiting for somebody to hit the gas. And maybe I don't have the most elaborate resources, but I do have a great mind, and I do have stories to tell, and people do need to hear my words. So Let's Be Now came about when Melissa was sick, and I was feeling a little ill, and Mom was feeling down because although she was doing a lot of work, she was losing trust in herself. And I needed to give everybody a boost, including myself. And we all got to talking after we hadn't talked for a while. And I said, let's hit record and let's do this once a week. We're going to support each other, and we're going to support the rest of the world, and the rest of the world is going to support us. So I decided that we're going to start recording our shows, and I wanted to do a podcast and a video blog. And so this is what we're doing. Let's Be Now focuses on the now, because everything in the history we've already known. We've already sought out the information, and everything that is happening now is due to the history, as history has repeated itself. But we need to stop history from repeating itself, and we need to move on, because history has destroyed humanity. It has destroyed the earth. It has destroyed the hopes and the dreams and the spirits of the people. So it's time that we come to the now. We stop thinking so much into the future. We stop looking in the past and look at what we can do now. How can we change the world now? How can we be better now? What can we do now? We might have pain. We might have weaknesses. We might have disabilities. We might have things that are stopping us from doing the things that we need to or want to do. However, if we can just show up, if we can just look at the world around us, if we can be kind now, if we can smile now, if we can give now, if we can have faith now and have hope now, then we have a now. that can make a better future. We can stop history from happening, and we can give the world and the humans and the gods a magnificent place of paradise. And we chose the bee because the bee likes to pollinate. It chooses the best of the best. It chooses the things that are beautiful and worthy and give nurturing, either the smells or the essence or the tastes or the healing that we need. And the bee takes that and it mixes it and it flies all around the world and it pollinates the world and it makes sure that things, even if they feel like they're dying, still have a chance to move on. And so bee is to help pollinate the world. Be the bee. Go around and give the buzz to people, but the buzz of happiness and the buzz of kindness. Give them a buzz with kindness rather than the drugs or rather than the drinks or rather than the adrenaline or the hate. Be the thing that is going to change your now. Not be in the now. We don't want to be in the present. We just want to be now because it's a state that we should always be in. We shouldn't say we have to get into the now because we're there. There's no getting in when we are already something. We can't merge. So here we are now, dealing with Earth now, dealing with the world now, dealing with our mind, our body, and spirit the way that it is now. How are you feeling? How is your state of being? How is your mind? How is your body? How is your spirit now? But be real. Be in the now.
Okay.
So no, Mom, it's not working now.
No, it's not working right now.
So lost the train of concentrating. Be in the now. But hit it on the corner.
On the corner.
You hit it on the corner of the tip.
Okay.
Yep.
Corner of the-
Just on the corner of the tip of it. Not like that.
Yeah.
No,
I need
just-
practice. I know. Here, show me
just
now.
like if this was it and this
Yep.
was like the, let's say this was hit it on like the corner of it.
Gotcha. Okay. So the corner.
It just should be a tip on the corner.
Should be like, whoop. I gotta change my camera angle because it confuses me.
No, you're not hitting on the corner,
Okay.
like just on the tip of, no,
Okay.
on the metal thing. Just one tiny, like absolute corner like this. Like
Okay.
just on the corner. And if this was the puck.
Yeah.
No, it's like we're getting off subject here.
Hi. I don't know. We'll work on it later. I said it had to be foolproof for me to buy one. I'm like, I'll just buy one. And then I got to figure out how to use it. I took it to the gym yesterday. It actually worked for a little bit for Adriana. Just to refocus.
Oh, it's good.
He's like-
He's like, Mom will get it.
Yeah.
Mom will get it. He's like, I was just talking and there was a different, okay, no, and now talk to your mom. She loves, I love that your mom loves to be included and she loves to talk about this stuff. One of the things that was asked too, was from Mary, and she was asking, why Noah's hand is always on your hand, or why your hand has to be included. So if you could answer that question for her, Sharon, that would be amazing.
All right. Oh, I think Noah's going to answer it. Yes. Okay. Mom helps. I can do it. Time the Movement? Yes, help time the movement. Can I jump in? It's a little faster. Okay. I say I override the autism, the body. We'll always get, usually it comes more from people noticing Adriana, that her mind goes a lot faster than her body. Or she'll hear all the different parts of the music, so her body's just going everywhere. Noah doesn't show that so much in his body, but the movement's still there. It's just different. Um, it is hard to explain though. Because if Noah's left to his own devices, he's going to type Blue's Clues, VeggieTales, whatever the autism body's going to want to do. For some reason, the autism doesn't allow the voice to come out. Yes, okay, I got a thumbs up. The voice to come out the way it wants to. Even since we've discovered the facilitated communication, I mean, he'll read back. Sometimes he can read words, but it's still prompting the body. But at one time he said something about Old MacDonald, and then he typed, well, that's not what I meant to say. You know, so it's just, it's almost like, I kind of compare it to Tourette's, where it'll just come out on its own. But and same thing with the typing. It's the words will just come out, whether it's typed or whether it's verbal. But if I pull back, I'll pull back to feel muscle movement. Although with Noah, you'll notice I'm not really pulling back a lot. I'm just touching. This is hard. You explain. Yes. Boy. It. So I am pulling back now. Now I feel it. Confusing. Yeah. And we've been doing this since 2017. So for me, it's just a natural thing. It's almost like he's just resting. Is that how, we wouldn't say that though, because I'm definitely pulling back, but with Adriana, I'm pulling back a lot harder. There's another man at the gym that comes and visit. He types a lot like Adriana, but he's 6'5" and probably 400 pounds. He's a giant. He's a giant. He's a toe walker, but he's non-speaking. His name's Ian. You'll meet him at some point. Maybe we'll plan he's at the gym on Fridays at 4:00. So maybe we'll plan a little video there sometime, because he would love to be on this. It'd be really cool. You want to invite Ian? Yeah, because then they can see someone bigger and someone that's not my own child and see what that looks like. That'd be cool.
Yes. So he is, sorry, I'm gonna grab Chloe really fast.
Okay.
Grab her. She keeps scratching. I have a little disabled kitty here, and she's stuck on the hardwood floor. Can't move.
Oh.
But Kyrene got her now. Okay. So Noah was saying my mom's being modest. So what she does is she taps into the muscle memory and she uses her intuition. This is one thing that Melissa and I and many others are trying to teach her, is to have more self-confidence and talk highly of herself, because I am so proud of my mom and what she does. Not only can she do this with me, she can do this with other people. And I have many friends that parents have been trained or have tried this and they can't work with their kids. It is because of my mom's fine intuition and because of the fact that she surrenders to listen to our body.
Yeah.
Very important to say, because most of the time people want to lead with how they think a word or a letter is going to go. And sometimes the autism fights back because we come into body and we come out of body very quickly. And so when we're pointing to one word, it might take one letter, but then we might go off to another galaxy. However, my mom grounds me and she keeps me focused so that I have the ability to stay with her. She's like somebody hanging on to my kite and making sure the kite is not getting caught in an electrical wire or a phone wire.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
So what she does is the same thing that somebody might do with muscle memory, is to know the muscle enough to know when it is reactive to body versus when it's reactive to mind. Mom stops and listens to my mind, and she helps my body be able to speak my mind.
Yes, that makes sense. But learning this process, they said, oh no, he can't read your mind. And oh, that's not how this works. But I had a different connection with Noah than I did with Adriana. So then it's really difficult to try to explain the process because it's not exactly just the facilitated communication. Now we've got the energy. And I have to be careful to say that. Otherwise, people come and slap my hand. That's another story. We'll talk about that later. We'll fill that in later. We're being recorded. So yes.
All right.
I should have mentioned that earlier when you came in.
Hey, Adriana. I heard you were doing a lot of modeling today. Yeah.
Well, you can tell her. You want to tell her or just do this? No, what do you mean? Oh, yes, you were. Yes. And we went shopping.
Look at you.
Yes, we did. And she's tired. Is it bedtime? Yeah, it's almost
She
bedtime.
is. She says, when is dad and I gonna when are dad and I gonna be able to do this? Yeah?
Yeah. Come here. Give dad the iPad. Or you can use it.
Thank
Pull
you.
up your board.
She said,
Pull up your board.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Her and dad will do it another time. She wants her own show with him.
does. And if it's her
That'll
conversation,
be interesting.
yes, if it's her conversation, she's nice and quiet as long as I say the right things and help her. But
Yeah. No,
And she's
she's like,
very loud.
hello, it's time. Yeah, I just want to let you know I'm gonna be here. She says she's really pushing. So is Noah for Joe to get this stuff.
yes,
Cause she just came in. She's like, no, dad and I are gonna do this. He doesn't know yet, but we'll be here together.
yeah,
Right, Noah?
yeah.
So you want to talk about your retreat?
Ooh, how are we going to do this? He's been inviting people and people say they're coming. We don't have a date, or I don't have a date yet. Do you have a date? I think we'll be gathering probably the last of the people that would come to the first retreat at this next event in Auburn, because there's some people we haven't met yet. And I'm thinking some of our friends, maybe from Cincinnati or Louisville, may be coming to the Auburn show. Is that what you're thinking? Noah? Yes. Okay. They may, which is this next weekend, which I think is why he just wants to do the one day. That way he's free all day Sunday to hang out with any friends that come. Auburn is kind of near Fort Wayne. So if they're looking for big cities to come visit. And then March, it's in Noblesville, but friends can stay at the house. We've got a big house. We can make room, or we can find Airbnbs nearby. Yeah.
April?
March. Or April too.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm asking him. He said
okay,
April.
April. Did he say
April?
April? Ah, beginning of April? Or mid-April? No, beginning of April. It's a birthday party. No. Yeah, okay.
Well, we'll set it up.
Okay. Yeah.
That's in Indiana.
Yeah, that's what he talked about in Cincinnati. I told Susan that she's coming,
Okay.
so it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going into and we're going. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a retreat and we'll be doing energy work and readings. Talks, counseling,
And fun
reading
stuff.
books.
Fun, but yeah. Read
Okay.
books,
All of
yeah.
it. Camping.
Right. Camping.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, we'll get a place and people can camp out or
yeah.
sleep indoors or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool, Noah. All
Yeah,
right.
I think
We
we'll
just
get
gotta
more.
pick a time and a place.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. All right. Noah, can you give a message for the people? We're gonna end here shortly, but I'm wondering if you want to say something through your mom.
Yes, boy, this was fun. There's more. Okay, yeah, I knew we were going here. Really don't stress over exact time each week. Yep. Cool idea. But the human side, we're going with that one. Yeah, okay. Don't work well under pressure. Yeah, I'm getting it. Okay. Yeah, because I thought, okay, I'm kind of ready. And then things came up and things came up on your end. It's like, okay, once we get these things, once we start getting some of these retreats and people together, we can just pop in and we'll do some stuff. I'm thinking this next weekend we'll be able to get some things started. What do you think? Yeah. Okay.
As
And
long
then
as we
tomorrow,
get content out every week, huh, Noah? I know I did hear them earlier because I'm like, oh, I could not get up yesterday. So for those of you just tuning in, I do have an adrenal tumor or cancer. I'm saying tumor, where I'm not getting a biopsy done because I just don't want to open it or cut it up. But it's been a little fight with my body, with my kidneys and my liver, and too much liver toxicity or ammonia in my brain. So sometimes it's a little crazy in there or full of edema some days. So it's hard to get up. But yeah, I was stressing yesterday and today, and I'm like, I thought I have to do it. And Noah's like, Melissa, spirit will bring us together. When time is right, that it'll happen. So we're gonna try our best to get these out, I guess, every Saturday now is our days. Yep. And I was going for Wednesdays. Apparently the universe and Noah had other ideas, and he did say the weekend. You did say that, I was trying to push it a little forward. But here we go. And it was ironic because I was kind of bedridden today and fighting all day. And then pretty much right when I said, okay, I'm about ready, I called Sharon, and here comes Noah down the stairs ready for the day. So yep, the spirit was ready. Otherwise we're working a lot on the other side. So yeah, but anyways, the kids have to get out to a movie. So I am going to go bring them and let you guys go, and we will come back next week. Send us your questions. And if you too get questions, I know you do a lot, Sharon, so write them down, bring them with us next week.
I think Adriana wants to go to the movie. I still hear her out there, and I think she's jealous. Is she jealous? Yes, they want to get together again soon. So yeah,
I'll bring you guys to the movie. You had fun at the movie, Noah, huh? Free guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, much love to you guys, and I will see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.